What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice Podcast. We are sponsored here today by our friends over at Bierstick. They are the best company to help you consume up to 24 ounces of beer in a very quick manner. I think it's 24 ounces in 2 seconds.
2 beers, 2 seconds.
2 beers, 2 seconds, even better. Also, we are brought to you by our friends over at VooDoo Brewing Company over in the heart of San Marco in Jacksonville. If you're over there, check them out. Tell them the Bad Dad Advice crew sent you. Get yourself a Yo Mama. I don't know what we're drinking today. What are we drinking today?
Yeah, what is this one?
Are we back today, we're back.
We're back to empty calories.
We're back to empty calories.
Love that.
Empty.
There we go. Yeah, so as you guys can tell, that those that are watching at least, our friend over there, Abbott, he could not make it today. He had, a wedding? A wedding? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And let's just put it out there. He's a douche for taking the beer sticks.
Yes.
Didn't leave a beer stick here.
He took all of the beer sticks. I mean, I get it. We had the beer stick at my wedding, and it was absolutely...
Yeah, and he was scared to bring it out.
What a jackass.
He made me bring it out. I said, okay, yeah, whatever.
I know he was scared.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so he doubled up the beer sticks for the wedding, apparently. So today, the only thing that we're going to have...
Hold on. That wedding's probably so much freaking fun, though.
It's probably... they're beer sticking
That
to
thing's
hell.
lit.
So today, all we're going to have on here is the other product from them is the Beer Bro, Beer Snorkel, all the above. Shotgun without the shotgun, you know what I mean? No keys, no holes in the cans, no, little post ejaculate from the cans once you're done shotgunning and it gets on the floors and then everything gets sticky. None of that.
No muss, no fuss.
No,
muss, no
sticky
fuss.
ejaculate.
No sticky ejaculate. Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys how it works. We're going to smash this real quick.
If you like any of these products that we demo on this program, this being the Beer Bro, also we've done the Beer Stick on past episodes, check that out. You can go grab yourself one from the Beer Stick website. Just use promo code DADVICE, that's DADVICE at checkout for 20% off your Beer Stick order. And if you want to visually watch us consume these beers, you can check us out on the YouTubes where we do it on video.
Or we do it live.
We do it live. These episodes are live. We don't edit them. We hang out on Thursdays, typically. Today's a Saturday.
Yeah.
That's why I got my I voted sticker, because early voting is closing today.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
In honor of early voting, there's Bill O'Reilly telling us to do it live. So today on the episode, I don't know what we're going to get into, but we're probably going to start it with a little segment that we like to call updates.
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
So if nobody's watched this or this is your first time listening, what we do is we are a couple of dads that get together regularly to drink beer and hang out. This podcast gives us a great excuse to do that, and our wives have basically just accepted the fact, we're now over 50 episodes in, that this is our thing.
This is a regular thing now.
This is our thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy in, this is my update. I'll just say that this is my update. I was talking to a guy in the Lazy Boy furniture store, and he comes up to me, and it's the manager of the store, and he just goes, "Hey, do you have a podcast?" And I'm like, it's the first time that anybody's just like out of the blue asked me that. And I couldn't figure out how this guy would have known that I had a podcast. I guess it's because I was in there, months ago.
What was his name? Shout him out right now.
Shout out Lazy Boy manager Ted. I don't know. No, it wasn't Ted.
Barry McCockiner.
He's probably a listener.
He's probably now a listener. I
listener.
gave him our business card. He scanned the QR code. He started reading the episode titles. He's like, "These are hilarious." he said, "Oh, what was the one with the twins? I left the ugly one at home."
Yeah.
He's like, "That's hilarious." So we were just talking about it. It's the first time that somebody in public had basically come up to me and said, now it's probably because I mentioned it and then somebody else heard it and he heard it through another person, heard it another person. But either way, it's the first surprise, "Hey, are you a podcast guy?" that I've gotten in the wild up to this point, and it was a little scary because I think the last thing that I need is people recognizing me in public for this.
From an audio podcast.
Yeah, you look like
Right, like an
you
audio
look like a
podcast.
face for radio.
Yeah,
But you look like a podcast guy. But yeah. So if you guys that are watching on YouTube or on clips, whatever, all of a sudden one day see the finest of lazy boys that we're sitting on,
That would be sick.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
they have some.
It-
gr- I, mean, they
I
got
don't
some
know
good
if we
furniture.
could do that. I'd probably fall asleep. Like, I yawn enough as it is during the episode that, like,
I think
yeah.
this. I don't know what this is. This is Rooms to Go. I think
These are nice.
this was. I think I've said this on the podcast before, but this was a Craigslist special. Went with me, Abs, and Robo. Picked it up. Gave the guy like $500 for this couch, that couch, ottoman, table, end table, end table.
You robbed him.
I mean, like, absolutely robbed him.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't
Clean-
even done paying off his Rooms
cleaned
to
him
Go
out.
credit card.
It was a great deal, but we're getting some Lazy Boys delivered. We're switching out. We got the electric ones down there. We're switching them out. We're going manual because the batteries die. They never go battery on a recliner because they die too quickly and like you got to recharge them and whatever.
They don't plug in?
No, they do, but it's in the middle of the living room. So if you don't have a
Oh,
plug,
so like when Emily's parents, they just redid their house. When they redid it, they did it with that thought in mind. So there's literally an electric outlet in
Yeah.
the middle of their floor.
Yeah.
no, my builder and my designer were like, you should just put an outlet, and I'm like, I'm never gonna want that. And they're like, yeah, but like you'll want it maybe. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. And now I'm like, I kind of wish I had it.
Yeah, because like a couch covers it anyway. You
But
never see it.
most people that are recliner people know that the manual action is way better.
Yeah.
It's like
It's such a dad
First
move.
of all, it feels like you're shifting it, like it feels like a gear shift.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like the feeling of like shit ching, and you're like cluck, 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 cluck. Like that's a great feeling, right? And then the other is the speed at which you can get up and down. If you have a little toddler running around, these electrics they're not quick enough. They're not
true.
Like I'm just stuck. I'm going no, and like he's like getting into something, getting into a fireplace or something. So now I can go quick action, get out of there, which is nice. I forget which one we went with. The Dorian. That's the one we went with. So check out.
What are you doing with yours?
We're switching them. I'm not, I'm not like I
I'll
just
take 'em.
buy two more.
Take them.
No, I switched them, and they're cheaper. So now I got a store credit. I got $1,400 store credit
Oh, nice.
because these are way cheaper than the electric
Hell
ones.
yeah.
We got like the nice electric ones, but so check out Lazy Boy, the Dorian. This is the only free advertising I'm doing. If Manager Ted, if you're listening and you want more free advertising, give us, I don't know, some crudité.
I don't know. So one thing about the manual, the one thing that sucks about manual is in the nursery we have one of the gliders. The manual is inside of the cushion.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's
that's
really sucks.
stupid.
It really, but it was the only option. I mean, they gliders are so hard to find nowadays because they don't make true gliders anymore, really, unless you get them like fancy stuff. They think he's going out. But
Beat himself with the side of the
yeah,
head.
so I had a little like autism moment there or something. But because the original gliders that actually go back and forth and all that stuff, there's a certain piece that makes the whole thing work, and it's such a pain in the ass to make them that companies are just like, fuck it, it's not worth it. We can't sell these things for enough money to make this worth it.
Yeah, we got the rocker, but it's not a glider, it's a rocker.
So we got the
Rocker's
same
nice.
thing. We got the same
Rocker's
thing, but the fucking manual thing is inside the cushion. So like when I'm sitting there with him, I'll like go to reach on the outside. I'm like, oh, it's not there, and then I gotta like
Dude,
get in there and
my electric one has the buttons on the inside.
Oh, okay.
And I have fat hands in general, so it's like the seat that I'm always sitting in is like I'm like, oh yeah, let me put. Fuck it, I'll just sit here.
Did I tell you this?
It's like I'm done.
Did I tell you guys the story about? You guys know my big couch in the living room. So we've got, it's got pieces that can go either side. They're like switchable, like 3 pieces that all come together. The one on the end was a full recliner. We were like, cool, buttons on the outside. The
Chaise Lounge.
The Chaise Lounge. We knew it was buttons on the outside. I had this thing for a year and a half, and I had Nicky Miller over, and he was sitting in the middle seat.
Drunk after a football game.
Yeah, 100%. And he was sitting in the middle seat, and all of a sudden, I come out of the bathroom, and the middle piece is fully reclined back. And I'm like, how the fuck did you just do that? I had this thing for a year and a half. I didn't know there was buttons on the inside of the cushion, and I was like,
That's
this
pretty
just got
nice.
so much better. So now
That's
I have
pretty nice.
3 recliners.
That's nice. I like
It's so
that.
great.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I like for the manual action. The one in our nursery is just like it's like a little handle, like you like just pull it out.
Yeah.
You know, like almost like
Pull
a
the clutch.
car door handle.
I got the
need
frickin' gear
want.
shifter,
We got
bro.
the gear shifter
Yeah,
now, dude, on
dude.
the new ones. That's the way to, and it's like something about it, like it like reminds you like going to like your grandpa's house or something, and it's like he's got his chair. Like don't touch the chair.
Don't sit in Grandpa's
It's
chair.
like don't sit in that chair. But like I like that action. I like that big handle. It's like it's like a slot machine. You know, it's like every time you sit down, I'm winning the jackpot.
It always comes back to gambling.
Always.
I mean, it's great. So we'll do that. We got the shorter. It's a rocker, and then we're gonna have the swivel, so you can swivel
Nice.
back and forth. So that's the swivel rocker manual short deal action. The Dorian is the model that we went with. I forget the one that we have now. It's really nice. It's just you got to plug it in. You can't. No, don't do battery. It's a waste. I even got like a bigger
Plug-in's great.
I got a bigger milliamp hour battery from Amazon. Like that didn't do anything. It was, it was dying in like a day without even using it. It was dying.
I was there was one point where I almost bought an electric recliner, but it was one of the ones that it was on a website called thisiswhyimbroke.com. So I almost
Great
bought
website.
Yeah, I almost bought this thing, and it was one of those recliners. It was a fully powered recliner, but it had a kegerator in the back, and it came with 3 cups that fill up from the bottom,
Jeez.
and you can set your cup on the armrest, and it filled your beer up as you were sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody-
dude,
I
wanted
think
that
I
thing
think
so
that we
bad.
have talked about this in a
I'd be
previous
filling
episode.
it up with some empty calories, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the one where it was like Father's Day gifts. We talked about this website. If you guys have not ever been to this website, it is a life-changing
It's pretty great.
experience.
It's
got-
so cool.
It's got a lot of like whiskey stones on there.
Yeah. But like, this is why
But,
I'm broke.
here's the problem with that chair, right? Anybody that is that big of an alcoholic that needs that chair probably doesn't have the money or the patience to like install the chair, keep it filled up, like before like buy the chair, all
Clean
that
the
stuff.
lines.
like clean the lines. Like imagine how
Those
dirty
lines are never getting
that
clean.
chair is disgusting. And like you're sitting in just like a moldy ass chair that's got like beer spilled all over it. There's no in like one, you takes like one like you try to tap it one time and it sprays all over the place. Now you're like your chair smells like beer forever. It's like it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like
Terrible concept.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's cool. But like in practice, it's probably terrible.
It's way cool.
It's like imagine being at like a party like in college, and you're just like sitting in that chair,
Just
and
like not
filling it
moving.
up, like not moving.
Yeah, just like not moving.
Like, dude, you haven't gotten up all night. You're like, this thing has a bathroom in it also. So
Doesn't have a bathroom. I just wore a diaper.
Yeah, get rid of the kegerator and put in a whiskey station.
dude, that's a
and-
funny idea. Like, imagine in college to have that chair and put on a diaper and try to do a perfect sit, like get absolutely shit canned and just pee your pants
All night.
all night at a party. I'm not getting up the whole party.
That sounds like something that would have happened in Bad Beer Night.
like I definitely
Like a freshman initiation type thing. Like you're not allowed to use the bathroom.
If I had
Yeah.
if we were still in college, I think I would do this. Like I think I would execute on this idea.
be
All
real.
of us like buy adult diapers for everybody. We all sit on the couch with a keg that's within reaching distance, and we just drink beer and pee our pants all night.
until the kegs dry.
That sounds so funny. I don't know why it sounds so funny, but it sounds really fun. Like that sounds like a fun idea. It sounds like a fun college idea. Maybe not like during a party where like other people are there, but just like
Just like a Tuesday night.
Just like a random Tuesday- like
that's
a
even
Tuesday
funnier.
night, like a
Yeah.
Tuesday
No,
night.
no,
Like a
that's
Tuesday
even
night.
funnier. You throw a real party and don't tell anybody.
Don't tell
that's
anybody what
going
you're
on.
doing.
and they're like, dude, you haven't gotten up, and you're just like chugging beer. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how I roll.
I got great bladder
My
control.
bladder's sick.
That's how I roll.
My sphincter is crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, is your fupa getting bigger, or is it just me? That's weird. Oh,
So I'll let you go next, but before we get there, I'm gonna forget this because it's not actually part of my updates.
So why
I
don't you
think-
just go next?
No. I realized I think why our mojo has been off recently. So I was listening to another podcast and it made me think about it. I am very happy that we've got this amazing VooDoo beer that we've been drinking, but the one thing that came with it, or we lost with it, is the can crack every episode.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, abs. No more beer cracks. That's true.
Do they can Yo Mama? Or empty
They
calories?
do can stuff. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is getting the growler and then just paying to get like a can of beer.
Yeah.
Because like now that it's in my head, it's gonna bother me every time we film.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. So that's my TED Talk.
I'll give
All right,
I'll
go
give
ahead.
one quick update for Ivy. He's got his hands in his mouth a lot. I think he's getting molars. His cheeks are rosy. He's got a runny nose. He's got his hands in there, and he's extremely fussy. It could be terrible twos, but I think it's more likely that it's molars. It's like teeth coming in the back of his mouth because he's really got his hand he's really like rubbing on his gums and stuff. So more to come on that, but I think he's getting another set of teeth.
Oh man.
You got any updates on the potty training?
We put him on there before bath time, but like really, it's not going to go full hot and heavy until he's doing it at school. So right now it's really just like letting him understand what the potty is, what you do, like sit on it before bath time, and then go in the bath. But he's not like regularly. He's not doing anything in there.
When you guys
and he's turning. For those that don't know, he's turning 2 in like a couple weeks. So
when you guys ever have I mean, I know this is probably a bigger thing with you because you got 2 of them, which I learned last episode apparently.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
So like, you ever have the kid and you're just like, he's losing his mind. Like every time I put him down, but I really got to take a piss, and like you go into the bathroom.
Yeah, just let him cry.
And then, but no, but like
bathroom,
you go to the bathroom, and then like, do your kids like go, what the hell is going on down there? Well, yours is older now, so it's different. But
he just goes da da poo poo, something like that.
yeah,
When he sees me in the morning.
Put him in a cage and let him cry.
I mean, you could bring him in there. I mean, like yours. I mean, they're not even not even mobile. Just let him lay on the ground and cry.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
No,
golden.
we have our like living room area like sectioned off. So like we have the playpen from Trey, which we keep like unzipped so they can crawl in and out as they please. But we also sectioned it off with like a doggy gate. So like they're confined to just the living room, and there's nothing in that area where they can like hurt themselves or anything like that. So we have the doggy gate up with 20-pound dumbbells and a chair holding it so they can't tip it over. So like I would just set them in there and go.
And
to
if they do tip it over, they're fucking jacked.
yeah, like
I used to do that.
They tip it over. I'd be more impressed with that.
I would leave him in the playpen sometimes, even when he was standing and kind of mobile a little bit. But I have a camera, so I could just like pull it up on my phone. So I go to the bathroom, watch the camera. If anything happened, you just run out there with your pants off and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I remember doing a lot of sectioning off of the living room, and like you'll do the same thing. It's pretty stressful when you remove those walls, and then they start walking behind the couch, and you're like, oh my God, if I got to get up off this couch, like one more time.
At the end of the day, every day, and sometimes like in the morning, we'll remove everything just to kind of let them go, hey, go explore, like use your curiosity, whatever you want to do, like figure it out so that down the road when we do remove that gate, when they're able to like climb on stuff and things like that, when we do remove it, it's like they're not trying to get into things. You know what I mean? Like they've already gone under the kitchen table. They know there's fucking nothing there. Like, trust me, I ain't dropping food. Okay?
Right.
Like, there's no scraps.
The dog's got it also.
Dog knows not to come to me.
All right, what's the update? Did you give yours yet? No, you didn't.
Oh, no. Okay. So we had the girl's birthday party last week. Went about as expected.
One was great. One was crying the whole time.
Well, they both were like very, very clingy. Like they wouldn't. Everybody that was at that party, just about everybody at that party, has held them before. They would not let anybody else hold them except for me and Emily. If anybody else reached for them, they started crying immediately. I think they were just overwhelmed from like the amount of people there. Not used to like that many people.
Y'all's decorations were sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Budget was $500. The food was $520.
We talked about this too.
So yeah,
I think we talked about this, and like you were like, no, it's a $500 budget, and you're like, ain't no way, because she was buying stuff like 2 months ago,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't even like check the credit card statement to see.
Right. It's like, and that's what it is. It's like you just get it over time, and eventually you're like, this is way more than $500.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than $500.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff we already, well, not a lot, but some of the stuff we already had. So like the big like poster board thing. So like if you guys ever need to use them for anything, like feel free.
Those things you got your money's worth out of those things.
Yeah. They cost us $20 or something. It was two like 8-foot styrofoam pieces that we cut ourselves to make it look like that, and then we painted it, and then we just keep slapping different like themes on it, like whatever the theme is. Like, yeah, just hang it up and tape it.
Robo's bat mitzvah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they've actually, and that was actually Emily's idea from the beginning. She like saw a thing, and like the only thing that sucks with them is like it's very hard to store them.
Yeah.
Because they are just like styrofoam. So it's like they were sitting in our house after Emily had painted them white, because you have to like repaint them every time you want to use them too, so that they look nice. But they were sitting in the house when one of the girls tipped them over. Well, when they tipped over, it has the little hooks on it for the balloons and everything. The hook went right into the back of it. So it's like there's like 40 holes in the back of one of them. But it's like, whatever. It's the backside. Who cares?
Do you feel like that with the twins, and how many square feet house you got?
1,800.
Do you feel like you guys are just like drowning in stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I do.
I feel like
So-
I am, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, you're a lot less, right? What's your square footage?
Like 1,500.
1,500, 1,800. Yeah, it gets like
The crazy thing
on you
is
quick.
The crazy thing is when we were living in our apartment. Granted, this was before the kid, but we had 1,200, and then we moved to the house. We were like, this is a mansion.
Right.
And then slowly over time, it's just you fill it, and then
and you don't get rid of things.
And then it came to the point where we're like, we're having a kid, and then it's like, we have no space for anything. We got to figure out where we're going to put all this stuff to make space. And now it's just.
And like everybody, all of us were like raised, like our dads would be like, don't throw that piece of wood out. You never know. Mm-hmm. It's like shaped in like it's like a W shape.
Yeah,
and you're like,
so one thing that everybody didn't see at the party, because I did a very good job hiding it, around the corner in my backyard, that's where my scrap wood pile is. It's like I got 4x4s there that are maybe 14 inches long. The fuck am I going to use those for? Like
dad mannerism.
They're not going anywhere.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, if you're a dad, you have to keep scrap wood.
Yeah.
And you got to keep the most ridiculous, like a piece of like thin, like you're like, it's maple. How am I going to get rid of this? You're like, just throw it out. Throw it out. I could use this.
So
I could use it. It could be a shim. It could be a shim. It could be a shim.
So I actually do, whenever I have like leftover 2x4s, Emily's dad and I will cut them down and have shims for whenever we're doing.
Right. How, if you don't know what a shim, you're not there yet.
Yeah.
You're not there, dude.
You'll know.
You're the Caleb Williams of
I know
dad.
there's a bar called Shim Sham down the road.
You're a rookie, dude. You
So
need
it's
shims.
basically,
Sham Shims.
Everybody knows you need a pile of shims.
Gotta have a pile of shims.
Of varying size and strength and depth
Yes.
and quality. You need
Yes.
shims, man.
Yes.
It's poop.
You're putting in drywall? Shim.
Yeah.
This thing don't fit? Shim.
Some of it has
Hanging a picture? Shim.
some has come in handy using it as shims. Some of it is, like I said, 14-inch 4x4. I ain't using that for nothing.
Right.
Like literally, I couldn't think of a single use for that.
Dude, I have a piece of plywood.
and I've had it for 3 years.
I have a full sheet of plywood. I mean,
I have
half
8x4.
I have half a sheet of drywall.
I have leftover pieces of OSB board from when I insulated my garage.
Yeah.
Right. Then what do you do with them? It's like, what am I doing with
OSB
these?
board.
Like, what am
What
I
the-
doing with these?
Like,
Yeah. Use it as firewood.
And it's
I
like
don't know how that would
now the
work.
cost of
See
wood.
if
I mean,
it'll
it's like
work.
it's expensive to like get this stuff, but like we're not woodworkers.
Yeah.
It's like the most we do is like repair some drywall maybe, or something like that.
insulate a garage.
It's like we're not. I mean, we don't need. How much wood do we need?
Yeah.
What are we? We're not building a fucking tree swing, or like we're not building like a.
I could
like
with my scrap pile.
Right. Right.
It's
like
not only that, I have there's like two pieces. There's one piece of 1-inch PVC, and then there's a piece of CPVC. I've never bought CPVC. I don't even fucking know where it came from.
What's the difference?
But I have it. CPVC is like I think it's for lower pressure. So like CPVC is used a lot in plumbing and stuff now.
Does it look the same?
So, yeah, I mean, kind
it
of.
looks the same.
Yeah.
CPVC is what's used in plumbing.
Yeah, it's used for
Okay.
plumbing. It's so like if your house ever gets like repiped. So like a lot of times.
So I know what my plumbing looks like, so I'm just
Yeah,
assuming
like-
that's what that is.
Yeah, probably use CPVC.
But yeah,
if you got it
I
repiped.
got you gotta have PVC pipe.
Yeah,
That's also true.
So like I have PVC, I have CPVC,
a couple of fittings.
I got some random ass fittings laying around.
Yeah.
probably fittings that, and like what's crazy is like I know I have all this shit laying around, but when I need it, I can never find
No,
it.
I mean,
So I always end up
100%.
at Home Depot buying a new pack of 60.
Right.
I have 4 packs of masonry bits
right.
because every single time it's
take
like,
one.
it's just
I need
sure.
one of those.
I
can't
gotta have a good masonry bit, yeah.
Dude, I every single, because my house was built in the 40s and it's made out of titanium. It's everybody like anybody that's lived in an older house knows that
titanium.
it's a brick house, but
it gets stronger over time.
no, they just actually
that's true. Brick and concrete, gets
but
stronger.
also they just
used
used
titanium.
it's a figure of speech.
yeah, but also they just used real material back then. Like
Yeah.
when we first moved into the house, I tried to hang a TV, and the older houses also have a lath behind the wall, just like a
My house-
wood
My house
web.
does too.
And
Does it really?
I tried to like find studs back there, and I literally broke 3 drill bits.
Yeah.
Trying to get through there, and I'm like, are we like? Is there like a steel plate because it's like above the fireplace? I'm like, maybe there's like a steel plate back there.
Yeah.
And it was just the fucking wood. It was that hard.
Yeah.
Like that house could go through a Category 7 hurricane. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
The roof would be gone, but the house would be there.
Like I'm trying to get rid of. I have leftover flooring from the floor that we put in,
Oh yeah.
and it's like enough to like do a room. It's like 350 square feet, maybe something like that. And so I finally found somebody who's gonna take it,
I'll
but
take it.
like a family friend's gonna take it. But it's like it's just stacked up in your garage, and you're like, if I can't find somebody to get it, you can never justify throwing it away.
Yeah, like we have so much stuff stacked in our garage right now. It's like absolutely insane. Which leads me to my other update. I have to start working out again.
This sounds like
The other day, 2 days ago, sitting on the floor with my kids, my fucking daughter bit my nipple. She thinks I have tits. I need to work out. She thinks I have tits. She bit my nipple.
and the real
And I was bleeding.
but it's not just because it's because milk also came out.
No, blood came out. Blood came out. I was bleeding. Not funny. It hurt. It was not fun. And then I immediately was like, oh my God, you think I have tits?
Dude,
Fact check that.
fact check it. Your garage, there's no way you're turning that thing back into a gym, right? I mean, there's no way.
No, I am.
You have enough room in there?
There will be. So there's still stuff in there that's Emily's dad's. He's taking stuff like slowly kind of over time because he's trying to make sure his garage is set up how he wants it.
Rate of play.
Yeah, that's what
Ray
right.
to play. Ray to play.
No, he took out a bunch of stuff. There's 2 chairs in there that we have that we're gonna get rid of because we originally took them. I was like, oh yeah, I'll sand those down. I can refinish those. I fucking touched them. Had them for 2 years.
You took wooden chairs.
Wooden chairs.
You guys are gonna refinish.
They're
them.
like wooden Adirondack chairs. And then I was looking at them, and Emily's like, when are you going to redo these chairs? I said, the armrests are on backwards. I can't fuck with them.
You know what you do? You take them apart, and then it becomes wood. You put all the wood in the wood pile.
What are the wood pile?
Those Adirondacks. That's good. That's good shim. That's good shim wood.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to get rid of those. Those will be gone. We actually did buy flooring for the garage, like nice padded flooring, so that once I do start clearing some of that stuff out, I can like bring the girls out and let them play and not worry about them like smashing their head on concrete or something. So we will turn it back into a gym. But yeah, I got to get back in there ASAP.
Guys gonna have a shim gym.
Yeah, shim gym.
Dude, it's gonna take you a long time to get that thing turned out.
And we're gonna buy like a
You know what?
shed.
It's funny. It's actually perfect timing because it'll be like it's November, so it's like November, December, are crazy, whatever. But then New Year's is gonna roll around, and it's gonna be like maximum New Year's resolution time. And you won't even start clearing your garage until January 3rd, and then it'll be like I'm doing it. January 3rd, New Year's resolutions, new year, new me. You'll probably clean it. You'll get the gym all cleaned up and ready to go.
Well, so
and then you won't use the gym.
Yeah,
but it'll look good for like at least 6 months.
For sure.
Right.
So I've said for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, probably like 3 times a week, I've said like, all right, I'm going back to the keto diet. Like I was doing really good on it. Like I got to do it. And then like I'll eat dinner that night. It'll be like steak and eggs, like whatever. I feel good when I go to bed.
Right.
And then 2 hours after I lay down to go to bed, I have 3 bags of Halloween candy left. I gotta eat that.
You got to take it to work, dude.
Yeah. I'm sharing
Take it to
that.
work.
Got to take it to work. Got to
Yeah,
get it out of the house.
Yeah, I'll take them the Mounds and Almond Joys.
This is
No,
definitely
mounds are the shit. I love a mounds.
You like mounds?
I don't like almond joys. I like a mounds.
Literally the same thing with an almond.
No, because mounds are dark chocolate.
No, they're the same thing.
Nope. Mounds are dark chocolate. Almond joys are milk chocolate. They're very different.
Put in the comments, how big of an idiot is he for liking mounds?
I'm gonna give you a fucking mounds.
Mounds, dude. I think that's universally recognized as a joke of a candy bar.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Snickers reigns supreme. Twix is very, very
No,
high
Reese's.
up there. Reese's is also high up there, but the Snickers reigns supreme.
Reese's reigns
Mounds
supreme.
is like, I mean, like, it's not even a top 10 candy.
How'd y'all's Halloween's
You ever
go?
had a Reese's Fast Break, dude?
Now you're like talking about like niche stuff.
That's
dude.
not
You
a
kidding?
candy.
You kidding me?
That's
I've-
that's an
I had-
amalgamation of shit.
I had a Reese's Fast Break every day for 4 weeks.
It's like a Take 5.
And you're still not fast.
Have you ever had Take 5?
No, I'm fat.
Take 5. That's like
What's
it's,
Take 5?
It's like got like pretzels and this and that. and
No,
whatever,
5
man.
things.
you know what I had the other night that I never had was $100,000.
Yeah, it's just okay.
It was actually pretty good.
You know what's I think
wait a second.
extremely overrated? Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They're just so overrated. It's
Yeah.
it's like you're eating nothing. It's
Same
nothing.
thing with Milky Ways.
Three Musketeers is a
Milky
joke.
Way's but Milky Way's much better, but still not great. You know, there's nothing. It's a Three Musketeers, but
So you're a
know,
caramel
like
over,
little,
you're a
little
caramel
more.
over nougat guy.
A nougat and caramel, they're gonna add to the experience. But like a Milky Way, it's like what even is it? I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that.
No one likes that crap.
Nobody likes that. It's like you think it's good, and then you eat it, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's not great.
When are they gonna still start selling Kit Kats, but just like the one side?
Just the right side.
Yeah. Just
I
like
think
one
they've done
long
that.
Kit Kat.
Just one.
Just
just a kit.
like a 3-story
I
cat.
just want
Kit or a cat?
I just want a kit or a cat. That's it.
I think they do have like single Kit Kat bars, like a Kit Kat. Don't they have
I don't know. Never seen one.
Just want a 3-story cat.
that? Kit Kat's that's a good candy.
Yeah.
Kit Kat's I think
I
that's
like
like
Kit Kats.
kind of underrated. You know, like one that I also is like not good at all.
How did we get onto food again?
Payday. We agree. Like
Paydays are the
Yeah.
worst.
Bro, those are pretty.
If
Terrible.
you're eating a Payday,
Actual Payday's nice. Payday candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
If you're-
Baby Ruth is a better version of the Payday, but still not great. Right?
Yeah.
Still not great.
Whopper.
And we're really pretty much just on the chocolate train right now. I mean, you start talking about some of these other things, like you talk about gummy clusters and all these things. I mean, now you're talking.
Whoppers.
The farther we get in this conversation, the more I realize why my kid bit my nipple.
All right. So I'll get into my stuff. I got a new dad mannerism in the works. I'm becoming a Scotch guy. Didn't think it would ever happen. I've been a whiskey guy in the past. I tried some Scotch. I really liked it.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I think you're a booze guy.
All right. Next one.
Update 1: becoming a Scotch guy. I like Scotch. I like Scotch tape. And have you ever had a Scotch egg? Those things are delicious.
Scotch.
Scotchy.
I like Scotch. So we were watching the last podcast because sometimes we'll watch it on the YouTube just to see like I can hear it, but it's kind of nice to watch it and see how the production went for myself. We had it on and Landon was in the middle of the room. Every single time I talked, he was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Dad's on the screen." It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. He kept looking up at the screen, and then like somebody else started talking, he'd look away, and then he'd look back up. So that was pretty cool. He got his flu shot. It absolutely fucked him up. You guys saw it. I mean, he got it right before y'all's kid's birthday party, and he was just as fussy as y'all's kids were.
No, I don't know.
It was close. But the big update from that day, and I'm going to use this platform to do all my shit talking. So before we were leaving, Tiff went to the car to feed Landon, and then I told you, I was like, are you guys opening presents? No? All right, I'm going to get out of here. So she was already in the car. I get in there, drive home. We get to the house, get everything out, all that stuff, whatever, everything's fine. The next day, we had already planned. She was like, all right, you can go and golf in the morning because I got stuff going on. I'm going to take the kid to my parents' house. It's like, cool. I get home, right before she's about to leave. Obviously running late. I'm going to go get all the stuff in the car for her, and I'm looking around. It's like, where are your keys at? Like, I can't find your keys. Can't find your keys. I'm looking here, looking there. Can't find your keys. They're gone. So obviously, in that moment that I had just gotten back from golfing and can't find the keys and get them in the car, it became my fault. So I was getting absolutely wrecked for
because you were golfing, and then she was scrambling because you were golfing,
and then I couldn't find the keys, so it
Right.
became my fault that it was the problem.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Although, she got in the car with the keys, and then I never touched the keys. But that neither here nor there. Still haven't found them. They're just gone. I don't know where the hell they went. I don't know if she just mom brained them into like the garage refrigerator or something, but I've actually checked in the inside
So you have a
refrigerator.
spare.
Yeah, she had a fob.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so everything was fine, and like it was all old keys and shit on there, so not a big deal. But yeah, they're just gone.
But your golf outing led to you getting yelled at for her losing her keys.
Yeah, very much so. Very
Love
much
that.
so. So that was fun. Other than that, we've made him some little baby burger patties. So he's got the meats now.
Carnivore.
So you have the meat sweats.
From the carnivore diet.
No, but I get the meat sweats when he eats those things because it's scary as shit.
Because he's choking them up.
He just tears them up and he just like starts shoving that. He loves the chipmunk food too.
Yeah.
So
dude.
it is so I'm just sweating the whole time just watching him just chipmunk all the shit into his mouth, just waiting for like something to happen. Nothing's happened yet. He finds a way. Like it all works out. But it's going from solid veggies and fruits and stuff to meat is just like
Yeah, they have to choke,
terrifying.
they choke on it a lot.
Yeah, like what's crazy like with my two girls is Riley eats slower than Blake. Blake looks like me. So Riley eats. She's gonna see this one day and be like, "Dude, fuck you,
Fuck you,
Dad."
dude. Just show it to her therapist.
Yeah,
See, this is what I fucking deal with my whole life.
yeah. So Riley eats slower than Blake. Blake just like shovels food in her mouth. So I'm never really like worried about Riley when she's eating because it's always like, oh, take a little bite, take a little bite, take a little bite. Riley's the one who chokes all the time. Blake just like, yeah, I'm good.
moral of the story.
She's got to get to the next bite.
Yeah, she's trying to get
you don't
to
have
the
time
next,
to choke.
Yeah, she's trying to get to the next bite
Right.
all the time. I'm like, holy cow, dude.
Moral of the story: just Kobayashi that shit down.
It's Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe.
Speaking of Kobe, I tried to give Ivy a hot dog for dinner. Dude, the kid won't eat a hot dog. What kind of kid won't eat a hot dog?
Hot dogs suck, dude.
Dude, no, it was like a good, like it was at European Street Cafe, like a nice, German Frank, like a nice
All right.
wiener,
I don't eat hot dogs.
Well, that's a little bit different. A different flavor profile.
He wouldn't
than a
even
hot
try
dog.
it. He wouldn't even try it.
I don't eat hot dogs.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a I don't eat anywhere in your.
Yeah, I don't eat hot dogs. I don't eat black olives. I don't eat ham. What? I mean,
Anything that's shaped kind of like a dick, you don't eat it.
no. I eat plenty of dick-shaped foods.
Oh, okay.
You know how many foods are shaped like dicks?
All the good ones.
Best kind.
Trust me,
You
I'm
said-
ripping through some dick shaped
You
foods.
you said on Wednesday, we were hanging out on Wednesday, right? And you said like there was something you wanted to talk about on the pod. Did you give that update yet or no? You were like, "Oh, remind me to tell you about this." Was that the key?
That was the keys thing.
That was the
Oh,
keys?
no. No.
Okay.
It's not the
It was a
thing.
new thing. Yeah.
It's on the list. It was the next thing.
Okay.
It was the last thing.
Note card over here.
Yeah, I can't remember shit, dude.
It's
Anyway.
good. I'd rather you write it down than forget.
So, the other night we did a little one shot Dungeons and Dragons campaign, because we be nerding it up over here.
Dude. You're not into that?
No.
Dude, I played a
Good.
what is it called? A warrior of the open hand monk.
Sick.
All my nerds out there like shout it out.
Whoa.
Dude. A lot of punchy.
Sick, dude.
Dude, it was fun, dude.
Fucking dope. Yeah.
I was a human fighter.
We did like a little variant of the Death House for the Curse of Strahd, right? It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was dope. Pretty dope stuff. But anyways, so
You don't need to fake a yawn. You've been yawning all episode, so
That wasn't a fake.
yeah.
yeah.
Actually
So
teared me up a little bit.
In the background, anybody can see on the YouTubes, we got our table getting set up. We're getting ready to start a campaign.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Come December.
I don't know what that means.
Well, Google it, son.
I don't want to.
We're
What?
starting a campaign, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Me?
gonna be fun.
Jaime, Nikki Miller, and Ryan, my brother-in-law, are starting a campaign. We're going to go on an epic adventure, and you're going to be jealous, and Abs is going to be jealous, and you guys are going to be looking over our shoulders going, dude, what are you guys doing? What is that? What are you casting Fireball? It looks kind of sick, dude. It looks kind of sick.
Boom.
How much loot you got there? That's pretty sick.
Loot the body.
Just saying.
Anyways, so we had to get there pretty early to make characters and stuff like that. So I had to go leave the house before bath time, but right before it. So he's just sitting in his exer saucer thing, just playing around. Everything's good. I get in the car. I get 2 miles down the road, and I just get a video from Tiff, and in the video, I just see her pan down, and he has shit through the side of his diaper down into the floor of the exer saucer, and apparently he was just figure skating around in this shit glob on the bottom.
God.
And it was everywhere, but it somehow did not get on the exer saucer itself, the holder.
I don't know what an exer saucer is. You're saying it as if it's a very common term. I've never heard
think
this.
of a UFO shaped thing that you sit them in, and there's a base plate that they can stand.
Does everybody call this an exer saucer?
That's kind of what it's called. I mean, that's the thing.
I call it the stand-up thingy.
Yeah, right. I know exactly.
Exer saucer.
Hey, put the kid in the stand-up thingy.
Or the bouncer.
Yeah.
It's not a bouncer.
But it doesn't bounce.
Got it.
Yeah.
It just there's a plate on
It's
the
a
bottom
stand-up
that they
thingy.
can stand up on, but they're also in a little diaper holder thing.
Put it in the comments. Would you understand more what we are talking about by the word exer saucer or stand-up thingy?
Right. Vote now.
Coming
You
up.
voted.
I voted.
Yeah.
Guess who I voted for in the comments?
We won't go into that.
The,
No, we're not here for that.
So, yeah, the whole blowout thing, it's wild when that shit happens. We had it happen the other day. We were playing out front with the girls, just in the driveway. We got back from a walk. We had
It's the first time it's happened in months.
yeah, we had 20 minutes or so to kill before because we didn't want to start bath time too early or any of that stuff. Is well, fuck, they're still fine. Let's just keep playing with them. So we were playing in the front yard, and Blake started crawling away from me, and they were fine when we pulled him out of the stroller. Blake started crawling away from me at one point. I'm like, oh, Emily, her pants. It was all down her pants. She gets into the driveway, left a shit stain on my driveway. It went through the pants onto the driveway, stained my driveway.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, just the fact that seeing the picture and video of you could see the foot marks all through this thing on the bottom. I was just oh God, I'm so happy I'm not there right now.
Jeez, I wonder why Tiff keeps yelling at you.
Yeah. You always leave at the perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. I do these things.
That speaking of perfect timing, so the other day I had a big budget meeting for work that I had to be at, and it started at 7:30ish.
That's a pretty good time for a tea time.
Yeah.
So it started at 7:30ish. Well, it was either Blake or Riley. I don't remember which one it was. One of them woke up really early that morning at 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere in that range, as I was waking up to start getting ready to leave. She starts crying. Emily gets out of bed oh, fuck, you have to go right now? I'm yeah, the thing starts at 7 on the dot. I got to get out of here.
He's putting on his hat, putting on his belt,
Yeah.
cleaning his clubs.
Got a meeting. I don't know.
No, I did play back-to-back days of golf for work, though. We had 2 charity golf tournaments, and on Friday I took a picture. I popped a blister on my hand and I sent it to Paul Carmeris. I'm fuck, man, hardest day's work I've had in years. He goes, oh man, what are you doing? I'm playing golf 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I wish that I had that life. I don't know.
Sales.
Yeah.
Sales comes with good stuff.
Yeah,
But
Grass is always greener, right?
yeah.
could be.
So that's all the updates that I have. But the one thing I want to talk about today, as we're filming right now, today was everybody's favorite holiday in Jacksonville, Florida, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big day. It's funny because where I live in San Marco, we when I was walking, stroller walking Landon, and then I had Rocket with the dog, and we're on the other side of the river from the stadium, and the sound travels so well across the river. I was like watching the game on my phone, and there's always a delay, so I would hear the stadium just lose their mind, and then I would go like, well, something's about to happen here. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, like now being dads and stuff, I was thinking about back in college, like this was Christmas for us. And now it's like I wouldn't go there if you paid me.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely fun. You're a Scotch guy, so a little bit more fun for you than for me.
Less fun for you.
No, it's you evolve over time, man. You go like, I just want to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, like I remember Florida, Georgia, like always being like super pumped for like that time of year to roll around. It's like, oh man, this is gonna be so much fun.
Yeah,
because like we would all go out to the bar the night before, and then we'd stay awake all night, and then at 4 a.m. we'd start loading everything up. At 6, we're at the tailgate. It's like, so it was literally like.
And then you go to the costume parties at night.
One year,
you go to the costume party that night. That's when time always changes. You get an extra hour at the bar.
That was a wild weekend.
So it's like
I would the one year we went like pregame to a bar, got bottle service in like a bar club, Whiskey River bar club thing. Close it down at 2 a.m. Do the 2 to 3 a.m. Make your way back. Taco Bell run, whatever. Get back to the house. Maybe have like a beer with the boys at the house. At 4 o'clock. Everybody's like, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm like, no way, bro. I got to get over to Walmart. Buy an outfit for the next day. Get back home.
The Eric Cartman shirt.
It's 6. It's 5:50.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority. I can't believe you remember that. That's pretty impressive. It's 6. It's like 5:45. I'm like, maybe I'll catch like 5 minutes of sleep. I catch 5 minutes of sleep. Alarm goes off. I'm calling everybody in my phone book. Waking up! It's Florida, Georgia. Let's go. So I literally did a Florida, Georgia on 5 minutes of sleep. I absolutely died at about 4 p.m. that day. Took an hour nap, and then I was right back into it, ready to rock. This year, Florida, Georgia, I will be doing an at-home sleep study because I might have sleep apnea. That's how times change in 14 years.
This year I did actually take an hour nap. I took
a 1 hour nap.
I took a 1 hour nap this morning when my girls went down. I was like, noon kickoff. Oh fuck.
I did too. I think I took a 45-minute nap today.
Yeah.
You took a nap. I took a nap. I'm by the way, I'm not joking. I am doing an at-home sleep study this weekend at some point, either tonight or tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, we snore when we're awake, so.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have apnea of some kind. Yeah.
That's sleep apnea. I'm just apneic.
Fact check that.
I definitely
Fact check that.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt.
But yeah, it was just hearing it from across the river and just thinking of like, the insanity that is just like a quarter mile away from me right now. It's just like, I can't even.
Yeah. Selling wristbands, stamped Afghanistan banana stand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just classic stuff, dude.
We had a great
how to sound to a
situation.
formula. 10 kegs, $550 worth of hamburgers and hot dogs.
15 kegs.
15 kegs.
15 kegs was what.
$550. $550 worth of hamburgers and hot dogs from Costco.
This was on a college budget.
Oh yeah, this was collect money from 40 guys. $100 from 40 guys.
And make it all back.
Over about 3 or 4 months.
Make it all back and then finish it with some extra tables and chairs and grills and whatever. But I mean, this was a break-even extravaganza. That's what that was.
I just remember, like, one of my memories from Florida, Georgia is just remembering, like, Corey Bass always working the grill, and then his eyes just be bleeding by the end of the day because the grill was just a grease pit.
Catch fire every year.
After 300 hamburgers and hot dogs. And just the noxious smoke coming off of it. Oh, God.
That's great. Yeah, it's great.
Good
the stuff you do in college.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, like, I was mostly, like, during that day, I never really, like, partied that hard. I was just kind of in the entrepreneurial spirit that whole day. It's like, I'm going to put on a redonkulous tailgate. We hired a DJ one year, paid him with a handle of Captain Morgan.
He showed up 2 hours late.
He showed up like 2 hours late, and by noon was passed out in the back of his own truck because he got too drunk off the Captain Morgan we paid him in. And then somebody else just I'm just gonna DJ.
Didn't Timbo do it?
TJ was just like,
doing
I'm just gonna DJ. All this fancy DJ equipment, and DJ's passed out. And it's like, oh, next year I'm paying him in cash, dude. I'm not paying him in booze next year.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? This is so stupid. But that's how you learn, right? You learn like how to deal with vendors, right? It's like we had, had porta potties on site, had, rent a cop to make sure we patrol. You got to make sure you're getting people kicked off of there. You always have some homeless guys come up asking for food,
And
pay
then
them off.
The
Right?
biggest key, if you're going to throw a tailgate, is understanding that you sell the wristbands for all you could eat, and then the beer is free.
The beer, yeah, we're not
We
IDing.
We don't charge.
Charge for
Only-
beer
you can only
because then
drink
you're
if
not liable.
Only drink it for 21, but if you want to eat, you pay
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and get off the lot if you don't want to eat.
Yeah, we always at the end of the. I just remember like at the end of the tailgates, we'd always like pay some homeless guy like $20, and they'd like come over with trash bags and just like clean the whole thing up.
Yeah, that was also a major move.
Yeah,
His brother, Robo's brother, one year put on a vest and was taking money from people and just directing them to go park.
to go to a parking lot where they then had to pay again.
He just collected like
He collected like $60,
like 10 cars in a row, gave him like $10, and he's like, "Yep, $10 here, $10 there."
Yeah,
It's like,
Yep, that's a lot.
they'd get down there and they're like, "Yeah, it'd be $30." Like, no, I gave the other guy $10 already. Like, he just told me another 10. I could park over here.
Yeah.
Like, what is
he like found a
No,
No,
that
that's just
guy.
the guy that's showing you where to go.
found a vest and a flag on the ground and just threw it on. Oh,
Yeah,
that was the
and
best.
then we were when we were leaving that day, we couldn't get out because of traffic, and he jumped out in the middle of the road and like directed us out, and then jumped in the car, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
That's
Like,
the best. Oh, so crazy.
That's awesome.
good times though.
So the last thing I had, since we're coming up on it, but I've been thinking about this for a while, and I thought so we're obviously nowhere near this yet, but I was thinking about this for a few weeks. When our kids get to the like 10-year-old range, like somewhere around that time, like, do you remember like us 90s kids and all the reckless games that we used to play? Like, I'm wondering if like these kids, like for example, I'll think about like Bloody Knuckles.
Smear the weirdo.
Smiro the weirdo.
It's a very PC. That's a very PC answer. I was just gonna.
That's immediately what came to my head.
That's on my list, but I was gonna call it just hit the guy with the football.
Yeah. Bloody
Um,
knuckles. That's like you just punch each other?
No, it's when you flick the quarters at each other.
I don't know
Yeah,
if I remember that.
you never played that?
Maybe.
Oh,
Sounds familiar.
tough, dude.
Yeah.
Remember doorknob? You'd fart, and then if somebody called doorknob on you, we played that through like all the way into college. I remember,
Yeah.
I remember like
punched the shit
like,
out
I remember
of
like people like in college, like freshman, maybe like freshman year, people were still like saying it, and I was like, look, dude, I'm done with that game. You punch me, I'm hitting you in your face. I'm done with that game. I'm gonna fart as much as I want to fart. Do not say that word near me. That was like TJ. TJ wanted to play a lot. I was like, I'm not playing that game with you, dude.
Who's your daddy?
What?
I hit the wrong
TJ
button.
wanted to play that game with me. Who's your daddy?
Nice.
No, TJ always just wanted to play Big Sausage Pizza.
TJ's playing Big Sausage Pizza.
Me at spin.
And then you remember Butts Up? That was another one.
No, I remember 7 Up.
You never played Butts Up as a kid?
No, explain.
Where you always find like a flat wall and you would throw the tennis ball against it and you would try to like
Wall ball.
Wall ball?
yeah, we called it Butts Up because if you got out, then you had to stand on the wall and everybody got to throw the ball as hard as they could at you.
Yeah.
Wall ball.
Wall ball, dude.
And we called it Butts Up where I was from.
Butts up. We're from the same place you're
Yeah,
from.
we're from
You're
the
from a different part of South Florida.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not from the same city.
I'm like, butts up?
Butts up?
Well, dude, I think it's universally known as wall ball.
Yeah, it was Butts Up.
Butt up.
That's what it was called.
It is an interesting game. Butts up, never heard of it. Wall ball, definitely heard of it. Yeah, the lot of weird games that kids develop. What was the
The
other
most
one?
reckless one that I could think of that probably took years off people's lives. Do you remember Scissors?
I don't.
It's probably going to be like some, like,
No, this was
yeah,
Thumb
like thumb
No.
war or
This
something.
is where you would go to the playground and you would get 2 people on the swings and they would go in opposite directions and then you would try to run through the swing set as they were going.
Didn't know there was a name
and then
for it.
you would just wreck these people, like kick the shit out of them if they went at the wrong time.
You remember Red Rover? That's like not like a 90s or like a
You
weird
just
game.
clothesline people.
You just like, dude, I was so good at Red Rover, bro. Nobody's sending me over. Okay, nobody's sending me over, dude. Get out of here. No.
No one's sitting
like yanking
sleep
kids'
apnea
shoulders
tray
out
over
of
there.
their
Dude, the games that you played in middle school, or not middle school, like elementary school, were like the best, dude. Sharks and Minnows. I could
7-Up.
love Sharks and Minnows. I remember I went up to Canada and I was hanging out with Megan's family, and I was like, "Have you guys ever played Sharks and Minnows?" And they were like, "Sharks and Minnows? Never heard of this." I'm like, "What?" Maybe it's like a Florida thing. I don't know. And they had never heard of it. And I explained it to them, and they were like, "This is the greatest game of all time." And like every time I've gone back to Canada, they're like, "Let's play Sharks and Minnows."
I mean, it's basically Marco Polo,
Sharks and Minnows?
but you're going in a straight line. Like you close your eyes and you're the shark, and you listen for somebody, and then you got to go over and touch them.
Not Sharks and Minnows, dude. Not Sharks and Minnows, dude.
Well, that's how we play sharks. Man.
That's not Sharks and Minnows, dude.
Butts up.
There's butt up, butt up. There's a shark in the middle, and then there's minnows. You have to run from one side to the other, right? There's no closing your eyes. The shark is.
Oh, was this out of the pool?
What? Yeah,
Oh, we played it in the pool.
like played it in.
It's Marco Polo, dude.
That's Mark. You're talking about Marco Polo.
no, it was sharks and minnows.
Now you're talking Marco
You had a
Polo.
shark in the middle, and they would close their eyes, and you would listen for people like making splashes. Then you would go like to the side.
You
or
could
to
play.
the
You
other
could,
side.
you could play, but that's not Marco Polo.
I said it's like Marco Polo. Like you closing your eyes and you're trying to grab somebody. I don't know.
I think we're describing the same game, but
Then
I
you
would
drown
not.
them.
I would not describe it as Marco Polo. I would describe it as like maybe like Polo Ralph Lauren, that kind of thing. Not Marco Polo though.
Butt up.
Butt up.
Buddy!
Was there a game that we were gonna play related to this, or
Yeah.
No, I was
we're
just-
gonna draft best childhood games, or
I was just thinking about all the reckless shit we played and how like none of these kids are gonna play any of this crap.
I'm sure
They're
there's
gonna
even,
play Candy Crush.
I'm sure there's like even more stuff. Like there were so many games that would involve
Yeah.
like punching.
Yeah.
like just punching somebody's arm.
A lot of very physical games.
He just like so annoying.
The other one, remember Hornets?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I used to come home with welts. My mom would be like, "What the hell happened?"
dude. Yeah.
I got horneted.
You should have seen it. It was reckless.
Dude, when I was in middle school, I was I want to say like 7th grade. I was like in a fight club. Like we would leave school, we would walk home from school, and like to get from one street to another, you walk through like a forest. And it was the shortcut, so you didn't have to go like all the way around. You like walk through a little forest. And this forest had like a clearing off to the sides. There was like a beaten path, normal. And if you like took a little juke, you could like get to like this hidden like circle where it's like trees. Like nobody could see where you were because it was like just little tiny hidden path. And there was like 5 or 6 or 7 of us. And every day we would go there and we just pick 2 people and be like, "You 2 are fighting."
That's
I was in a fight club
wild.
in middle school. And now, like, the statute of limitations is worn off, so I'm allowed to talk about it. But, it was a 12-year statute of limitations. And so it's now expired. But I just would fight. We just fight. I mean, like, straight up, like, punching people in the face as a 7th grader.
Welcome to the 90s
I would be
and 2000s.
I would be like bloody and dirty. And, like, my mom would be like, "Did you guys get in a fight again?" I'd be like, "No, what are you talking about?"
no, playing football.
I'm just like, "No, like, just, like hanging out." I'm like, you stop fighting every day after school.
We're playing Smear the Weirdo.
Yeah.
Smiro the weirdo. I was in a fight, and that was like a thing you just do. You just like go like
Yeah.
get in fights.
You know what
You're like
that
a boy.
remi-
You're it's like let's just fight, dude. I don't know what else to do. Let's fight.
You
What
know
else can we
that-
do?
There was nothing.
I
There
can
was no-
run and jump and fight and punch. That's it.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember in college
What's up?
when we found
But up.
Butt up.
in college when we found that little same like little juke circular area on campus, and we would just go and we would do bonfires there.
Bonfires.
Yeah.
And it was like super illegal. Like
Yeah.
this was a campus property.
Were you there the night the cops showed up?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I thought we were like legit going to jail that night.
Because you know
Oh,
why?
yeah.
You know why they found us? Because someone's dumbass put an orange flag at the
Yeah.
spot where you need to turn into the woods.
Yeah. The cops showed up one night. And
People
it
are
was
so
like
stupid.
and it wasn't just like a cop pulled up.
It was cops.
Yeah, it was like there was like 20 of them and they like surrounded the bonfire area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we
like,
were on. This was on.
you
Kernan.
weren't
I know,
getting
I went.
Yeah, you weren't getting out.
I went there once. Yeah.
You were not getting
We
out.
were
of there.
like 100 yards
Yeah.
from the actual campus and
I got
like
out. I was nimble.
20 yards from an apartment building.
I know where it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
the
remember.
audience doesn't know where it was.
They're not. I mean, they're not gonna know.
They They don't know Kernan.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was in a forest
Yeah.
on a campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was there. I definitely wasn't there the night that all the cops came. I would have.
Oh, dude, it was.
I would have probably soiled myself.
Pretty sure it was.
Wild.
I'm pretty sure it was Marshall Rosenberger's fault.
Well, that
Probably,
that
that
checks
makes
out.
sense.
That
I mean,
checks out.
most things.
That checks out.
Yeah. But
It's either your fault or his fault. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't
exactly.
your fault.
It wasn't you, it was him.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh gosh.
And you come
All right.
red-handed, running with the girl next door.
Okay.
Dude, we're on fire. Dude, we're on fire. Yeah. So, do you guys got anything else that you wanted to get into?
Not really.
Now that we've gone through all the
we need
games
to wrap
and
this
all
up. I
stuff?
need to talk trades with Robo. I got to talk fantasy football trades. Let's go.
Since the last episode, I have won another week of fantasy football. So,
Get over yourself, dude.
just want to say it. All right. So once again, just wanted to go over. If you can go over to Bierstick.com and you can get all these beer sticks, beer bros, all the things, just not the drinking jersey. That's mine and mine only. But your whole order, 20% off. Use code DADVICE, DADVICE. If you're in the Jacksonville area or anywhere that they have any of the other VooDoo brew pubs, I don't know the other cities or anything. Fort Myers is one of them. Check them out. They're amazing. They have amazing beers, family friendly. All the good stuff. And then anything else?
Lazy Boy. This is their
Lazy Boy.
one and only free shout out marketing. Check out the Dorian chair. That's the one I'm gonna get.
I think I might go check out bras this weekend.
And
My kids think